My name is Delilah Panio and I am the founder of Fortuna. Today I'm so thrilled to bring you the Savvy Six, the 6 no-nonsense essentials that every woman entrepreneur needs to do to get investor ready. But first I want to talk about how happy I am to be in collaboration with We Global, a new online platform and innovation studio for women entrepreneurs. So what are the 6 essentials? The topics, and some of them may surprise you as they aren't necessarily related to funding. Are you ready? Is your business ready? The dreaded financial model. What about those numbers? How to create your funding strategy and how to tell your story. But first, let's talk a little bit about Fortuna. Fortuna is a resource for women entrepreneurs around raising capital. Now, why did I create Fortuna? I have seen so many amazing women starting companies with products and services that we actually need. But statistically, as you know, the funding is not always there for us. We don't get the same level of funding that our male counterparts do. So for me, I think about what's going to happen to these amazing women, what's going to happen to these companies, products and services, their families, and their health. Because one of my sayings is, follow your bliss, but not into burnout and bankruptcy. From my experience, and what I believe is that knowledge and confidence equals an increased chance of success in your company and in raising capital. So the Fortuna mission is to empower women entrepreneurs to identify their ideal funding strategy. Before we get started, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a Canadian prairie girl living in LA. I'm a serial entrepreneur and also am a capital markets expert, having worked in the public markets. I'm most passionate about helping women entrepreneurs understand their sources of capital and how to get that funding and achieve the success they're looking for. Let's get started on the first Savvy Essential. Are you ready? Today we're going to talk about your why and why it matters, your what, boundaries and fears, your personal finances, and your personal power tools and team. So this may not be intuitive, but the most important thing around raising capital is knowing your why and your what. So take a moment to really think about and get clear, why are you building this business? Is it for lifestyle? Is it out of necessity? Are you looking to bring a product and service that the world really needs and that really impacts you and your heart and your soul? Are you looking to change the world? Are you looking to make a lot of money? And there's no shame in that, sisters. But here's the most important reason why you need to be clear on your why. Because it will keep you motivated in the tough times. And let's be honest, there's going to be tough times. It's not easy to build a business, but you've got this, especially when you're connected into your heart and soul and your why. And it's going to be the most important when you're talking to investors to make sure that they are aligned with you and your mission and what you are trying to achieve. Now let's talk about your boundaries and fears. One of the most critical things about raising capital is to recognize any of your fears around money. I have seen the most confident, amazing women building their business, but when it comes to asking other people for money, it's hard. It's just not a natural thing for us to do. So it's really important to address any of your money fears. Think about if you have a scarcity versus an abundance mindset, because ultimately raising capital is all about you, and self-belief is everything. Think of sources of income that might help you as you're building your business, whether that's a full-time job and this is a side hustle. You can do something part-time, maybe some consulting services, or tap into your savings. It's just really important that you have the capital to fund yourself first so that it doesn't add additional stress while you're trying to build a business. That make sense? I think that next to knowing your why, taking care of you is probably the most important thing when you go down the path of being an entrepreneur and starting to raise external capital. So let's get our personal power tools and team together. 1, stress relievers. Whether it's meditation, yoga, standing under a tree, going for a run, going for a hike, whatever it is, find what works for you to relieve your stress, to really bring your nervous system down in the stressful times, whether it's in building your business or starting to ask for capital. 2nd, and I know this is hard for a lot of us, but consistent, healthy diet and exercise. It is so amazing how your body will respond to stress once you are feeling good and eating the right foods that are going to fuel your body. And again, there's a lot of stuff out there right now on diets and types of exercise. It's really important that you just figure out what works for you, because only you know your body and know yourself, and that's really what matters. And finally, team you. You need to find your team you. So whether that is your partner, best friends, mentors, coaches, peers in the women entrepreneur space, which is why We Global is going to be really great for you. Really important that you have team you to take care of you when you have those stressful times. You need to vent, you need to go for a glass of wine, whatever it is. It's really, really great to have team you on your side. Okay, let's recap. Before you jump into funding for your company, let's get back to, are you ready? Know your why and your what, really understand your boundaries and fears and how to address them, get your personal finances in order, including your personal budget, and have your personal power tools and team you ready to go. You've got this.